You motherfuckers owe the UFC an apology, god damn it. Let's talk about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute since you and I have had a chance to chat.
Long time no see, buddy!
But that also means it's been a minute since I've gone on a rant. You see, now that UFC 300 has come to a close, I think it's appropriate that I do so. You see, I watched that card and I'm like, my oh my, this card is amazing.
That is cinema.
Now you're watching the video and you're like, well, Rome, then if everything is so good, then why do you need to go on a rant? What do you have to say? It's exactly what I said in the beginning of the video. You guys owe the UFC an apology.
This chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
You see, a lot of people before were saying, well, is it going to be good? It wasn't going to be as good as UFC 100. It wasn't going to be as good as UFC 200. My God, do you guys remember the main event of UFC 200 after DC and Jones didn't happen? And you mean to tell me that UFC 300 was going to top that? Are you for real?
Are you serious right now, bro?
Because we didn't get Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor. Listen, I like Conor McGregor just as much as the next person does. But I think that we can all come to an agreement that MMA has grown so much that we don't need Conor McGregor to headline cards like UFC 300. And the fact that you fans got upset that the main event was Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill, are you being for real?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, Alex Pereira isn't loved by many and Jamal Hill doesn't fight with his own fans? Who doesn't want that? That was an amazing main event. Like, even before it happening, I'm like, yo, this is going to be a good fight. Mostly because it's going to be Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill and Jamal Hill versus everyone on the internet. And everyone on the internet and Alex Pereira won. Yes! And everyone loved it. The card from the bottom was amazing. We got two former champions, Deiveson Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt, to start the card. Like, for real. Like, listen to what I'm saying. And the fact that y'all had the audacity to say that this card wasn't going to be that good is crazy to me. We got the debut of Kayla Harrison. That we all were going to be like, yo, we all were thinking, yo, is she going to do a good job? Is she really going to be able to cut weight and make that transition to the UFC and beat a legend like Holly Holm?
By the end of the year, I will be UFC champion.
Well, I can't wait.
We got Justin Gaethje being brutally knocked out in the last second by Max Bless Holloway. This man is literally now, he is the BMF champion, an interim champion, and a freaking UFC champion. Yo, if he won, he could fight Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev tomorrow and today if he really wanted to.
Just bring it.
Just bring it.
That's the beauty of this card. This card delivered, and y'all didn't give the UFC a chance yet. Because they didn't get Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. We didn't need that. And we got such an amazing card like UFC 300. My God. So much so that we're going to have to suffer UFC 301. I'm going to still watch, though. Because you know what? I'm okay with Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill fighting at UFC 300. Because every other fight on that card was a banger. Now, Aljo, I'll give him grace. It was his first fight at 145, but you know what? Like I said, I'll give him grace. Because everything else delivered. We got Jim Miller. Yo, Jim Miller, man. Fighting at UFC 100, 200, and now 300. He put up a fight against Bobby Green. He got his ass beat, but he put up a fight against him. Like, I could keep going and going and going as to why this card was so good. That It'll probably have to be like a docuseries as to why I think this card was so good. But y'all didn't give it a chance.
No chance at all.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to give it a chance because it didn't have Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. And now y'all getting them in a couple more pay-per-views from now. But I thought it delivered. I thought it did well. And honestly, you can make that card 50 different ways, the same fighters, and have like 10 different main events, again with the same fighters, and I'd still be over the moon about it because that's how good it was. You can't say that about 100 and 200. And yeah, UFC 299, it was looking to be as more stacked than 300, but yo, UFC, yo, kudos to y'all. Bow down. Y'all delivered this time. Hands down. Probably one of the best pay-per-views I've seen in a long time. And mind you, the UFC has been throwing on bangers. Minus Sean Strickland and Dricus Duplessis, but that's what that was. But look, man, I want to know how y'all think it went. Y'all sentiments. What's next? But for me, that card was amazing.